Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And we begin with the Nation newspaper. The major story here. Defense headquarters launches bid to take out new terrorist group, Lukarawas. The riders there, Sahelian jihadists, ISIS-linked Islamists, settled in Sokoto, Kebbi. How they crossed into North. That's the story there. There are concerns about this new group called Lukarawas, said to be recruiting persons around the northwest. Anyway, moving on now to another story. CBN's economic stability plan on course, says Cardoso. You can find more details on that story there on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Another story here, renewed hope initiative funded by private donors, says First Lady. Protect journalists, says NUJ Omotosho Williams at the Nation Foundation. For the government set to begin free cesarean section for women, Lagos woos investors for 4,000 megawatts power plants. Those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Nation newspaper. To the Leadership newspaper now. Military raises the alarm over new terror group, says they are now in Kebbi. Sokoto declares 9 terrorists wanted. We killed 481, arrested 741, rescued 492 in October. And the picture of the Minister for Power there. National grid collapses second time in 48 hours. At the downstrip, 22,239 policemen deployed for Ondo Gubar election. Jigawa agri sector key to poverty eradication. And then at the top corner, Cardoso presents 1-year scorecard, reiterates $1 billion remittance target. Those are some of the stories on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. We move to the front page of this Nigerian newspaper now. New terrorist group emerges. Defense headquarters raises the alarm. Says known as Lukarawas, military says the group from Niger, Mali operates in parts of Sokoto and Kebbi. FCT minister directs contractor to extend Kuje Road to Gwagwalada. INEC accredits 111 organizations, 3,554 observers for Ondo election. Some stories on the front page of this Nigeria newspaper. To the New Telegraph now. Defense headquarters confirms emergence of new terror group Lukarawas in Sokoto, Kebbi. Says group with origin in Niger Republic, fallout of security gaps in border areas. Declares 9 wanted for terrorism in Northeast. Lagbaja's action on battlefield will inspire us to kill terrorists. And blackout again as national grid collapses twice in 3 days, 5th within a month. The Guild of Editors Confab, Mike Benna, urges federal government to tackle mafia, stopping refineries from working. All right, some stories on the front page of the New Telegraph. To the Nigerian Tribune. National grid collapses second time in 3 days. TCN blames frequency spike for blackout. Adelabu orders immediate implementation of committee's report. IBEDC disconnects UCH again. Patient resort to torchlights to access wards at night. Hospital shifts to generators, inverters for critical areas. This sad and worrisome development there. Now, Oyo NLC hails Makinde for approving 80,000 naira minimum wage. Gunmen kill 3, destroy over 100 hectares of farm in Plateau. And at the top corner, Nigeria, 8 other countries to ban corporal punishment. Join other 100 nations to end childhood violence. Some stories on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And to the First News newspaper. Millions left in darkness again. Is Nigeria's grid system failing beyond repair? That's the big question. Minister attributes grid collapses to sabotage, lack of upkeep. Who are those sabotaging Nigeria's electricity or power sector as it is? Defense headquarters declares 9 terrorist leaders wanted, seeks public help. Nigeria to provide free cesarean sections for women. Now, PFN declares a 40-day fast prayer for Nigeria. At the top corner there, I am not afraid of EFCC. I have nothing to hide. Outgoing governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, is quoted as saying. Interesting. All right, those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the First newspaper. And to the Punch newspaper now. Serial grid collapses. Federal government orders overhaul as TCN fears more breakdowns. Federal government plans 20-hour daily power by 2027. Orders equipment revamp. Dairy laments Bielsa's 3 months blackout. Okay, this is interesting. If we are looking at 20-hour daily power by 2027, what are the measures being put in place by government to ensure that Nigerians need power as soon as now? To another story here, Lagbaja Defense Minister, CDS Service Chiefs visit Widow. 2027, Makinde Saraki won PDP bigwigs against division. Customs intercept 16 containers of illicit drugs. Lagos invites bid for power plants. And those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Theo?
All right, from my end, the blueprint says CNG initiative unlocked $200 million private sector investment as presidency. Alleged safety concerns says development in Malaysian LPG related, not CNG. India, China, Iran, Egypt have considerable success as Ononuga. Editors Conference expect Tinubu's intervention for the media soon, says Idris. Help tell our stories, Diri begs editors. NDIC pays 86% of depositors' funds trapped in Heritage Bank. Kuje, Wagwalada dualization to transform Abuja city landscape. NNPCL denies link with adulterated fuel in bottles, jerry cans. A Daily Independent says, ongoing economic reforms have started yielding results as federal government unlock $1 billion across energy value chain. Expects 2 major investments by mid-2025. Governors plotting to thwart LG autonomy, NULGE alerts. Tinubu resetting Nigeria with removal of subsidies, says Soludo. Nigerians fume as grade records second collapse in 48 hours. Fix PDP to pull Nigeria out of critical state. Makinde charges party leaders. Edo Gobas court set to deliver verdict on governor-elect's eligibility. Why I want women to own gardens in their backyards by Oluremi Tinubu. Nigerian News Directors, federal government laments $82 billion investment by IOCs in other countries. Who's investors? CNG transition. Why Nigeria can't suffer same fate as Malaysia, says presidential aid. Federal government announces free cesarean section for women. Call on me whenever. I'll hand myself over, Obaseki to EFCC. Lagos flags up financial inclusion program to empower women. The Daily Times says, hardship. We appreciate your endurance. Federal government tells Nigerians, says economic reforms yielding results. Tinubu confident signature initiatives will boost industrialization, prosperity. NCC to simplify a mode of tracking data usage for customers. NULGE warns governors against sabotaging local government autonomy. The Platform Times says, Lagos, most indebted state in Nigeria according to budget. Nigeria government approves free cesarean sections for pregnant women. NDIC reaffirms safety of Nigerian banks. 7 arrested over attacks on road traffic officers in Ibadan. Alleged 58 million naira fraud. Quarter Jones trial of lawyer, 3 others until January 15th. Nigerian government approves, okay, I've read that earlier. Presidency dismisses safety fares on CNG amid Malaysian phase-out plans. The Hope newspaper, it says, Ondo Deep Sea Seaport Project takes of 2025. Ayedatiwa shares pledge to facilitate airspace facility for Okitipupa. The Caleb Monarchs predict Ayedatiwa's victory in November 16th poll. I won't find love in my lifetime, says Bibi Nanja Angel. IGP orders police to wear black bands in honor of late Chief of Army Staff. And this and more we'll find in the Help newspaper. Plus, national grid collapses 11th time. Nature News says Africa shines as Earth shot £5 million award on environmental action. Governors, emirs decry climate change impact on the northern economy. Minister harps on circular economy benefit for the ecosystem. Federal government plans 7 new dams to boost farming in the southwest. Finally, here's Sporting Life newspaper. It says, massacre. Chelsea smash FC Noah 8-0. Galatasaray 3, Tottenham 2, bang bang Osimhen. Nigerian striker scores 6 goals in all competitions, 2 goals in Europa League, 4 in Turkish Super League. Dozier scores in just draw. Of course, Tottenham prepare to sell Son. Of course, we have this and many more in the Sporting Life newspaper this morning.
Interesting stories on the front page of the paper today, especially talking about the grid collapse and also some other issues there. The matter of the new terrorist group that the defense headquarters is, raising the alarm about and looking to addressing that matter as quickly as possible.